Fox 19 now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 58th edition of the Cincinnati St. Patrick's Day Parade. So glad that you could join us here on Fox 19. I'm Betsy Ross, along with Elise Jesse. You just saw her on Fox Network's Next Level Chef. She'll talk a little bit more about that because it was shot in Dublin, believe it or not. Also with us, Claire Oliver, longtime volunteer here with the St. Patrick's Day Parade. And ladies, what a great day. You know, Elise, looking at the crowd, I didn't know there was this many colors of green out here.
I didn't either, but it's so fun to see all of the families and everyone coming together. What a beautiful day we have here, too. And it's so fun seeing the kids with the wonder and the excitement and the curiosity written all over their faces for these festivities.
Absolutely. Sure. It is a great day down here. And Claire, as I mentioned, you have worked with this parade at all kinds of levels over the years. This is like your Christmas, your New Year's, your Thanksgiving. It's everything in one day.
It is our high holy season. We call this the green season. It begins with the stealing of St. Patrick in February up at Immaculata, and it culminates in today, really, for us. Then the day of is off for us, which is nice.
Well, just to give you a little bit of the lay of the land, this parade starts on Mering Way. It goes east, makes the turn onto Joe Nuxaw Way, and right here at the turn to go to Freedom Way is where we are situated at Great American Ballpark. And there is our first addition here for our parade. We have the Ancient Order of Hibernians Color Guard.
Mm-hmm. Yep, my husband's in there somewhere.
Yeah, the Color Guard is... They look amazing. My goodness.
And then, of course, we have the St. Patrick statue. Claire, you mentioned that?
Yes.
The statue, every year, it's such a surprise. He gets kidnapped every year like nobody knows this is going to happen.
I know, but it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's kind of an honor to be asked to be a henchman, as they're called, the gentlemen who come and help load St. Patrick up into the truck. And then the honor guard that you just saw will be in front of them and lead them around through Mount Adams.
And right behind that, the Cincinnati Caledonian Pipes and Drums.
Yeah, this group performs throughout the year at a wide range of community and private events. They teach free lessons in Scottish bagpiping and drumming and sponsor educational opportunities in the Scottish arts to preserve and promote the musical heritage of the Scottish arts.
Let's take a listen to what we hear behind us with the pipe and drums. And right behind them is Tony Pike. Tony Pike is our Grand Marshal this year. Of course, you can't talk about UC football without mentioning Tony Pike and what he did for so many years for UC.
You really can't. I mean, he's a Reading High School grad, too. He's a local guy. We love Tony Pike around here. Yeah, goes to Cincinnati, plays quarterback for them, takes them to an Orange Bowl. I mean, absolutely incredible. Following season, he led the 2009 Bearcats, 12-0 regular season. Straight outright Big East title. I mean, absolutely amazing. He's the Grand Marshal today, and he's just such an icon in sports in this town.
And you really can't talk about Tony Pike without talking about the pitch from Pike to Benz, and that really clinched that game against Pittsburgh and really sent them on to the bowl game that year, and it was so exciting. Speaking up, let us throw to the fourth member of our broadcast team. Let's go to Ken Baker, and he's got our Grand Marshal.
Wonderful patron saint statue.
What's going on, Betsy? Tony Pike, big deal, right? You just got into the Hall of Fame, UC Hall of Fame. What's that feel like? Dream come true, right?
Can't beat it. Can't beat it. Someone grown up Irish in my family and coming to this parade, it's a great cap to an awesome year.
Fantastic. What does it mean to be the Grand Marshal? That's a big deal.
Doesn't get any better than this.
How do you think we should celebrate St. Patrick's Day? Take it in. Cincinnati always does it right.
Cincinnati always does it right, and be able to now share with all my family makes it a lot cooler.
Fantastic. I'm going to let you go because I'm holding up the parade. Look at all these people here. Can we get a... Woo! All right, Betsy, back to you.
Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot, Ken. So much excitement going on there, and we'll be tossing to Ken off and on throughout the afternoon. You know, we have so many groups here that are part of this parade. The Friendly Sons of St. Patrick, you hear about them really all through the year. Claire, they are such a staple of this week, anytime around St. Patrick's
they're
holiday.
everywhere. They do. They sing so beautifully. They have a Glee Club that sings. This particular chapter of the Friendly Sons is the third in the country. It originated,
Wow.
or their first chapter was in, I believe, Philadelphia. Don't quote me. And then it went to New York, and then us. So it's a strong statement about our Irish heritage. We all know we're German,
Yes.
but we're also Irish.
And I think that's one thing that we don't talk a lot about. Yes, we talk about the German heritage and
Yes.
the beer and everything here, the over the Rhine, but there almost are as many Irish families that populated this city
Yes.
centuries ago as there were Germans.
There were, and a lot of the Irish were kind of the support network too. They worked in factories. They worked in a lot of apparently the subway, our ill-fated subway. There was a lot of Irish labor going into that. The Irish have always been a hardworking group. Not that others aren't, but they're more physically hardworking, I would say.
Behind them, the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office, they have their honor guard as well as their pipe and drums. Behind them, it's our sheriff, Sheriff McGuffey. I saw Charmaine McGuffey yesterday. It was in a business setting, not anything else, but I got to say hi to Charmaine yesterday. But I got to talk to her, and she said that they were certainly looking forward to being part of today's parade. It's always exciting to them. Behind there, we start to see some of the families that will be coming up. As you can see, the Sheriff's Office has several units here. They also have, I believe they have one of their therapy dogs who will be here as well. But the Sheriff's Office has several units that are coming through here. And that's one thing I think that, it's nice to see some of the civic groups
Yes.
coming together and being part of this parade as well.
It's wonderful. Well, there was a whole a chapter almost of Irish, and when the Irish were permitted to join the police department, and the influence that they had on our Cincinnati Police Department. Everybody knows about the telltale, Irish in the New York PD and Boston PD, but it was here as well. Anywhere where there's a strong contingent of Irish, they always made an impact on something.
And and you think of like the Chicago Police
You did
Department.
Chicago,
and,
what have you. And it's great to see them here today because they are our first responders. Mm-hmm. And, I love our first responders.
Yeah,
We should all be
absolutely.
very thankful for them across the board, fire, police, what have you.
And now is the section that we have so many of the families
Yes.
coming through now that are represented here. And you can see them, they're already passing out.
Yes.
They've got their
Passing out
candy. That's what the kids
goodies.
are here for, though, right? It's really for the candy.
Yes. They're the heart of the parade. The families are the heart of the parade.
They absolutely, and they're the heart of our city, too.
They are.
It's just so amazing to see all of these beautiful faces
Yes.
on a beautiful day. It's perfect.
A lot of these families represented have been in this parade for 10, 20, some since it was created, and it's 1967. They're the backbone of the city. Some of these families can trace their lineage back to those original families.
And how cool is that?
It's very cool. It's that sense of family and heritage. It's what I've always said. I mean, we're all family on some level.
Right.
Right now it's the Irish level, that ethnic level, if you will. But the ultimate here is everyone you see behind us, everyone you see around us, we're all family as Cincinnatians. Mm-hmm. We're all family here. So it's a celebration of not just them, but us.
Yes, I totally agree with you.
And it's so fun to see like the different generations. You can
Yes.
see the people who have been in this parade for many, many
Yes.
years. And then you see the kids and the grandkids
Yes.
that are part of it too. And you know that will be part of their heritage and what
100%.
they grow up doing.
100%. And there are some groups who will do things that they have done traditionally. I think there's one family who will sing throughout the whole parade. There's another who kind of has a band that always is in. So it's just kind of neat to see.
I
And
love
to
that
see.
each family has their own traditions, too.
Oh, definitely.
As we see behind us, the Gallagher clan is here.
The Gallagher clan, they're Cincinnati's very own Naging Irish dancers.
They will be
They've got a
coming
sea
up
of
here.
green.
Yeah, they will be coming up here in a little bit, and this is probably a good time before we see the McGings. This
excited to see 'em.
this is your wheelhouse. This is what
This
you
is
have
what
been
got.
doing.
That's what hooked me.
Yes,
That's what got me in.
So talk a little bit about your association with the McGings, your daughter, and how you've been involved in it all these years.
I had a neighbor who danced with Mary many years and for Mary many years ago, and knew of its existence. It was back when they danced for Donald O'Connor and some of the big names in dance. And we were visiting and went to a Celtic festival, and my daughter, who was 4 at the time, happened to witness the dancers going on stage, and she was starstruck. So we went out, and at 4, because she was taller and had a little bit of ballet, whatever. So she had a little of that to follow along, and she started her dance career then. And she is now almost, she's 27. So she doesn't still dance, thankfully, but she danced all the way through and really wrapped things up her freshman year of college. But it's an experience, and it was something that I highly encourage because it taught her so much about life, about working a room, talking with people, engaging, being in front of the camera, all that kind of thing. She used to have people companies wanted to hire her. She didn't have a hard time finding a summer job in high school, college. People came to her from her dancing and things they'd seen.
I imagine it would teach her a lot of work ethic too, because you have
Yes.
to work at it to be a good dancer and dance for that long.
Well, and she's representing not just herself, not just me, not just her school. She was representing her dance school. And that's one thing that we always talked about. You know, when you get up there, you carry with you a lot of that. And that goes to what dance teaches. Mary was and is a formidable, strong, independent woman, and one heck of an influence for the young women in this community. And we're very blessed to have that, because she is just strong and wonderful.
And we can see the McGing dancers right behind us now. There are all kinds of ages, all kinds of levels, and they're just having a great time behind us. But you mentioned Mary McGing. She is the Heart of Ireland honoree this time.
She is our Heart of Ireland recipient this year for just that, the influence she's had in the community, that strength, that empowerment, for what she's done for the culture and the community, and sharing her love of Irish dance and all things Irish. She's been dancing for 50 years, something like that. She's just incredible. And she never stops going. She really doesn't. There she is.
There's Mary, waving to us.
Gosh,
It's really exciting when we see the little ones in the maypole.
Yes.
So they get
Oh, it's
started on
darling.
all kinds of ages.
They
here,
do,
don't
they do, and they love it, and they know. And behind them will be Cincinnati Irish Cultural Society as part of their float, because they are the parents. They are the pit crew, if you will, the labor, the drivers, the chauffeurs. They deserve a hug and a handshake, not just for doing and putting up with and being.
And they just keep going and going and going. Yeah,
they do.
It's quite a group. Well, I know that, Claire, that's been a passion of yours for so many years, and that's one of the reasons we wanted to bring you up here,
Oh, well,
because
thank you.
it is such a big part of this parade every year
It
as
is.
well.
It really is. You can't
And
do this
we will
without
be
them.
back with more of the 58th edition of Cincinnati St. Patrick's Day Parade right after this. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the St. Patrick's Day Parade. I'm Betsy Ross, along with Elise Jesse, and our guest right now is Tom Sparling. He is with the Holy Grail. And Tom, this is a special time for you. You're coming up on an anniversary. Holy Grail was really the first establishment to open here, and you opened on St. Patrick's Day as well.
It was a rush to get it open, too. There was construction crews in there the morning of, and here we are 15 years later, and it's awesome.
It is. What does it mean for the Holy Grail to be here at the banks with all these activities going on and events like this, like the parade?
Well, it's something that offers something for the communities to come to, and a place to get away, go to the ballpark, or just now stroll around and enjoy the views of the riverfront, whatever. It's been a great 15 years that we wouldn't have been able to do without the community.
My biggest question for you, I mean, I see how many people are behind us. I see the sea of green. How do you prepare when you have big events happening like the St. Patrick's Day Parade and the NCAA tournament, too?
I always tell people now we have it down to a science. I mean, the first few years, like, we were literally struggling and like running beer out like, by the case, like trying to keep up. And now we've got it where we step up the orders and we get support from all the vendors and stuff like that. We get beer trucks brought down to us and stuff like that, so we don't run out of product. But we get it. We're pretty good at keeping it now, like, so everyone's taken care of.
So no fear of running out.
No fear.
We're good on
We're
that.
good.
Okay, I love to hear it.
Well, Tom, we'll let you go. I know it's a busy day.
All
Thank
right,
you so
I
much.
appreciate it, guys. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. And right behind us now is the Elder High School Band. Let's take a listen.
I don't know where we are on this, to be honest with you.
The Elder High School Band. You can't miss that purple. It's everywhere.
Love it. I love to see it.
Let's go back down to Ken Baker with some guests.
Hello, Betsy. We've got Chris Schulte here, the chairman of the parade. Wait, how's it going? What do you think?
Fantastic. I mean, the weather turned out for us. You know, thankfully the warmth kicked in. I'm so excited. The crowd is pumped. A lot of energy. Very excited.
You're carrying a huge stick with you. Hold on, show people at home. Wait, you said you want to talk about this. What's the stick?
This is the walking stick of Big Jim Murph. Jim Murph was president of the Hibernians at the time in 1967, and he was the founder of the parade that we are here today celebrating.
I love it. Fantastic. Anything else before we jump out of here?
Oh, no. I thank everyone for coming down again. We're having such a great time, and again, the weather couldn't have been better.
All right, these folks said they wanted to be on TV. Excuse me, sir. Are you guys having a good time?
Yeah, we're having a great time.
Absolutely. This is amazing.
I love it. All right, Betsy and the crew, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Ken. They are having a good time back there. Well, we see some of the other families coming by here. This is the Jim O'Toole family, and they are special. If you're any kind of a baseball fan, you remember Jimmy O'Toole. He was so much of a part of the Cincinnati Reds when they went to the 61 World Series from Chicago, stayed here, raised his family here on Anderson Township on the east side, and their family just continues to support this parade. And the Jim O'Toole fan club, friends and family, I think they've got St. Patrick as well walking in front of them. But, Jimmy O'Toole and their family have been such a big part of this city, and it's so fun to still see their friends and family be part of it.
Oh, definitely. He was the 2015 Grand Marshal of the parade, Jim O'Toole was. So it's great to see. They've always had the St. Patrick out front. It's lots of fun. It's just a great lends to that great family feel.
Some more of the families that are behind us. Claire, I think that one thing that we look at when we see all these families is, this is something that they don't have to do. They don't have to be part of this, and they are, and consistently every year.
Correct. They do this each year. Many of these families are doing this to honor a relative who's passed this past year, a patriarch or a matriarch, someone who obviously made an impact on them, and this is their way of memorializing them and remembering them. And that's again, I know I harp on it, but that's a key thing. That's what we all want in life and what we all cherish is family.
Absolutely.
And that's what we're seeing live and in action and in green right behind us.
Very
Yes,
much in
absolutely.
green. And as I mentioned, that you've been a volunteer here for so many years. Is there one thing, one year that really stands out in your memory?
Well, I would have to say, for me, there's 2 or 3 years that stand out, and for different reasons. One year was the year I was in it as a child. It was a beautiful day, and we rode in a float, and it was someone who my father knew, and I just remember thinking, wow, this is really amazing, very cool. And the spectacle is the only way I can describe it. The spectacle of the parade was something for me. Then I would say there's been 1 or 2 years with McGing dancing where we've had 60 some odd 70-degree weather, and that always makes for an amazing trip. And then lastly, we have had, I think, 2, maybe 3 proposals occurred during the parade.
Well, there you go.
That's fun.
One couple was our MC, Jim and Jenny Williams, and that was just neat as a committee. And then the other one would have been Sarah McGing. She's the niece of Mary, and she and her husband. He snuck up on her in a giant leprechaun suit, which was adorable. And of course, we were all excited.
Oh, now, the big question is, if they got engaged here, is everybody still together?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
All right.
Question.
Come on.
Well, you
St.
know, you
Patrick's
gotta
Day.
You got to ask it. You know, you have this big spectacle for your engagement.
Hey, apparently
so
if you ask with St. Patrick, you're good to go.
that is nice to know. Oh, well, we got some more of the families behind us. Bubble machines are big this year, I'm seeing. Yeah. I didn't realize that would be such a big thing. As you look at some of the other things that go on here, I think that the one thing that we have been looking at is this crowd. Since we have been down here, it has been building, and you know it is a little chilly here. It certainly has been colder, but overall it's a beautiful day. A lot of people are down there, and Ken Baker is down in the crowd with some more folks.
Yes, I have run into Christy, right?
Christine,
and you have, is this Olivia?
It is.
Olivia, say hello to the people of Cincinnati.
Hello.
Do you like you having fun at the parade?
Say happy St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, say happy and St. Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patty's.
She is so cute. Do you guys do this every year? It's the 58th, year.
This is our first year.
The
This
first
is
year?
several years he's been here.
I love it. All right, let's see who else. You guys want to be on TV? What's your name?
Jade.
Jalen, hold on, face this way. Are you having a good time? How's the parade?
Yeah.
It's good. You guys come here every year, big tradition?
Last 3 years, constantly, yes.
Can I get a big happy St. Patrick's Day? All right, Betsy, back to you.
I always love when Ken says, "You want to be on television?" I don't think I've ever heard anybody say no.
No.
Have you?
Oh, gosh, no, I have not. Actually, but you and I have always been in sports, so people always want to be on TV in sports.
I know. Yeah, they always want to be on television. So we've got some more of the families who are here. You know, I love the decorated trucks, and everybody is in costume today.
Yes.
Everyone
It's
is.
always the way. You always sport your green. I believe that's the Hart clan. And
Yes.
they are one of the original families. So they've been in this parade every year from 1967.
Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, they say the Hart
Yeah, the
family.
Hart family has roots going back to early American settlers. The surname Hart actually originates from England, representing a swift or agile person. I like that. You want to be swift in life.
Explains why
So
I'm
they
not a
are
Hart.
swift and agile. So
Good to be.
what I mentioned at the beginning is that you were a contestant on Fox Network's Next Level Chef,
Yes.
and you shot it in Dublin.
Yes. So
Talk a little
cool.
bit about that.
It was so cool. We were sequestered, but it was very cool being able to go out into the grocery stores. I got a little grocery time when I was in Dublin, and I had so much fun with the ladies that were at the grocery store. I mean, they would give you tips on what you should buy while you're there, and we tried all kinds of different foods, and the butter out there. Oh my gosh, if you've never had original Irish butter, I mean, I wanted to take a suitcase back with me.
Oof, yes.
So now
Dublin.
what's the
It was
difference?
so fun.
What's the difference?
I think there's a higher fat content, and it's just the quality of it. You can totally taste compared to a butter that you would typically get in the States, in my opinion.
Is it cultured? And you have
Yeah.
some butters, like
Yes.
European butters, are cultured.
Yes,
So
it's cultured, and oh my god! I mean, to be honest with you, I can't believe I'm admitting this, but when I was in the competition, I would buy a bulk of butter, and I called it my emotional support butter. At the end of the day, I had a breadstick and I had a stick of butter.
you rock.
That is dinner of champions.
Yes, dinner of champions for sure.
With that being talking about food, what
Yes.
you would do.
Yeah.
All right, it's coming up on St. Patrick's Day. What would you make for your family for St. Patrick's Day? What's a good Irish dish?
For me, I mean, I have little kids. I have a 4 and a 7-year-old, so I'm always thinking about something for them. They love steak, though. So I would have steak, and I would make the eggs green, and I would just go with the theme of green, just to get them to try it and eat it and kind of be in celebration with us in that way. But yeah, I mean, I don't think you can go wrong. It's not traditional, but steak and eggs, I can't ever go wrong with that.
Not at all. Claire,
It's
how
a win.
about you?
Well, everyone assumes corned beef and cabbage, but really it's bacon and cabbage, I think, is the more traditional than corned beef. Now, I know in the past I've done corned beef, and we prefer ours, the corned beef in the oven. And then you
interesting.
do the others separately. I also do have a great recipe for an Irish chicken and dumplings. What makes it Irish? I don't know. I don't know. But it's creamy.
Okay.
Which is right up my alley. You like the
Mine
butter,
too.
I like the dairy. So,
Yep. Yes, please.
yeah, it's nice and it's filling and it's warm on a day like today. But a lot of times, and for many years in my life, I was eating a chicken salad sandwich because we were out dancing. Yeah. We were providing everyone else's entertainment with McGing. So,
Well, behind us now, you can hear the singing leprechauns who are there on their flatbed truck. And yes, indeed, they are singing.
Yes, they are. They're holding the note pretty well, I think.
I know. That's very impressive.
been doing it
Doing a
for
good job.
years.
Yeah, they're pros.
Right behind them is the Jameson family because, as they say, everyone is a Jameson on St. Patrick's Day. Just
Very
like
nice.
everyone is Irish on St. Patrick's Day.
I see a redhead or two in there, so I'd say that must be true.
Yep, I think so.
I do remember that. I was in Dublin, about 3 years ago, and I just remember seeing all these young ladies, and yes, they all had red hair, and I go, it's true. It's true.
Yes, very much so.
Right behind them, the Cincinnati Emerald Society Police and Fire Pipes and Drums. They participate at military, police, and fire services and
They
play
really do.
and honor flights for military veterans. Let's take a listen as they go by.
They really do. So,
All right, and we will be back with more of the St. Patrick's Day Parade right after this. And just in time for the sun to come out. This
Yeah,
is
that's
exciting. Welcome back to the 58th edition of the Cincinnati St. Patrick's Day Parade at the Banks, presented by Guinness. Along with Elise Jesse and along with Claire Oliver, I'm Betsy Ross, and we have had such a great time watching all the families and all the floats go by.
Yes,
right
we
now,
have.
behind us is the Norwood Irish Shamrock Club.
Yeah,
And-
the Norwood Irish Shamrock
Yes.
Club just held its 64th banquet at
Yes.
the Norwood Community Center. This
Long
group has
time
been in
organization.
every parade since the start. Longevity right
Well,
there.
there you go. I mean, 64 years, and we're only 58, so
It's impressive.
it is.
Right
This-
behind them, the Cincinnati Gaelic Athletic Association with a little volleyball.
Yeah, is it volleyball action we're seeing?
They do all kinds
Looks
of
like it.
things. They do Gaelic football. They're
Oh,
a great
football.
organization. For a young person who might be interested in dipping their foot into the Gaelic pool, they would be a great one.
There you go.
Because it's fun, it's active. There's a lot of young families in it. It's a great thing.
Right behind them is the world's tallest, that's their claim, world's tallest leprechaun marching kazoo band. It is
Wow.
very specific. They were
I
first
hear
in the 1995 Cincinnati St. Patrick Parade. They are back again. They are all dressed up. They are having their kazoos, and they are looking very Irish today.
Their vintage golden chariot back there. You see that?
That's
You hear
cool.
the kazoos? You see the chariot?
That's
Beautiful.
That
That's
is
cool.
nice.
Note the green headlights.
Yeah, that's amazing. I see that now. Oh my gosh, looks like they've got a king in the chariot too.
You're being waved at.
By the way, that's a 1963 Buick Skylark convertible, for those of you who are car buffs. Right behind them is Bad News Brad. Brad Moschert, one of our meteorologists here at Fox 19. Well, I hope it's going to hold you up.
I'm strong enough. I can help you.
We have a ladder over here if you
Yeah,
want
you
to
come on
take
the other
that.
side. We can get you up here.
Come around and say hi.
Come around.
Come on around and say hi. Claire will get you scooted over. And
Certainly.
why don't you pop your
Trade with-
headset off?
Oh, it's fine. You okay? You hand it in there?
Well, I'm sandwiched in between a historical vehicle and the Green Township firefighter, so I'm getting deaf and just inhaling carbon monoxide.
Let's sandwich you in between me and Betsy.
Well, yeah, there you go. So, we said that you were Bad News Brad, but today you've got the sunshine coming out.
This
It's
isn't bad. It was a little chillier earlier. We had a lot of clouds, so I can't really feel my feet or my hands. But it's not as windy as it was yesterday.
It's
A
true.
little breezy. There's a breeze, but tomorrow's not going to be good.
Oh.
So I'm trying to. I don't know what the mood is. The crowd with the weather. We've been all over.
Well,
Good to see you.
oh yeah, good to see you too. Is this your first parade?
This is my first St. Patty's parade. I've done some other things in the area, but yeah, this is the first St. Patty's parade. Great crowd.
Oh, it's a wonderful crowd. Yeah. Well, I think that we've kept you so long that you've missed your ride. So
You have to sprint to catch up.
Just hop in one of those. There you go.
all right.
Really great catch up with you guys.
Thank
And
you.
For this parade.
Thank you. And let's give it a little chirp chirp.
Oh, yes, a little chirp chirp.
Chirp
Ball
chirp for
State.
Ball State. That's right. Yeah, we got to squeeze that in. All right. Thank
Enjoy
you.
the run. We'll see you.
All right. I had to wait and make sure he got down
Make sure he's safely on
the
the ground.
ladder. I was a little
Yes,
worried about
for
that.
sure.
So, yeah, he's down there. And as he said, right behind us are the DeLoreans. The DeLoreans are always showing up in these parades. It is so exciting to see them. And you can't look at a DeLorean without thinking of Back to the Future.
You
but,
can't.
that's
That's one of my favorite movies growing up. I
Absolutely.
loved it.
Well, here's a little interesting bit. I guess they were first made, the first year they made them, they were made in Ireland.
What?
Yes.
See?
They were made in Ireland, which
Look
I
at you with the
makes
facts.
some.
I love it.
Yeah, that's me.
And there
so,
we
yeah,
are.
kind of cool, kind of neat.
Very
It is
cool.
cool. And right behind them, this is really cool, the School of Rock of Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky. And that is something that I think every kid wants to do. Let's
Yes.
take a quick listen to them as they go by. All right, that was School of Rock. Behind them, Cincinnati firefighters, Local 48.
Yeah, Cincinnati was the first city in the world to use steam fire engines. The Cincinnati Fire Department was the first to use horses to pull fire engines and fire lanterns that served as headlines for the engines before the days of street lights. Very interesting.
Well,
I
we
love
were the
that
first
fact.
professional. They were the first ones to be professional, be paid everything.
Incredible.
And behind them, the Woodward Career Technical High School. The Pride Marching Band under the direction of Tyree Gilbert from Woodward Bulldogs. And so many times that they have been involved in competition.
Yes.
Let's take a listen to them.
It's hard not to dance.
No.
All right, that was the Woodward Career Technical High School Marching Band, the Pride. Let's go back to Ken Baker with more on the parade route.
You are not going to believe who I found. A legend, an icon, Kid Andrews.
That just means old, doesn't it?
No. It's great. I know you're not Fox 19, but I mean, I watched you as a kid. I mean, you did the thing. I was like, I haven't seen you in it. What have you been up to?
I worked for some nonprofits and did a lot of renovation on homes we own, and now I'm on a bunch of boards.
And now you watch Fox 19 every day, right?
Oh, a lot.
No, do you really?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, that's a big deal. Who's your favorite on Fox 19?
You know what? Stop that. That is so mean. You
love
can't do that.
What does it mean to be down here on the parade and seeing the people?
I'm Irish, first of all. Aren't we all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Somehow, I don't know.
But I am Irish. My mom was a McCahill, my dad and Andrews from Rush in County Dublin. And yeah.
Anything else you want to say to the people?
Just happy St. Patrick's Day coming up on Tuesday. And gosh, today everyone's Irish.
I got a kiss from Kid Andrews on live TV. Betsy, I think my day's made. I mean, my career's made. It's huge.
That's so great. I love it. I love his energy.
Ken is having way too much fun down there.
He always does.
Oh, with all the people down here, I tell you what. And you mentioned it earlier too, Elise, that so many families, the kids come down here, and the little ones, yes, they're looking for the candy, but it is really a family event here.
It is. It's so cool to be able to come down to a beautiful area of the city at the banks and be able to spend time with your kids from generations on, and be able to just enjoy the day, enjoy the fun, the excitement. I mean, there's so much energy down here too. It is absolutely incredible. I love seeing everyone's faces. You can tell that people are really enjoying themselves down here, and they're having a blast, as they should, and enjoying each other's company.
Very much so. Very much so.
And for someone like you, Claire, who has been here, have so many friends and family, I'm sure, that you see down here and who work on this parade literally throughout the year. You work on it. I mean, this has to be such a fun reunion for you as well.
Oh, it is. You have people you only see at the parade because you interact, you see occasional Christmas cards, you make Facebook updates with each other, but then you really get to see them and catch up at the parade. And it's really nice. It's just a warm hug. Yeah. Whether you want it to be or not, you're going to get a hug.
I love it.
Well, I think that's part of it too.
I think so.
Coming up next, you see the Cincinnati Nurses Honor Guard, and this is really cool. They're nurses who pay tribute to those who have devoted their lives to caring for others. They attend funeral and memorial services to recognize the service and the compassion of so many nurses who have passed. The group serves Hamilton, Butler, Warren, and Claremont counties, and what a great job they do, and it's so nice to have them.
Truly. One of the more important jobs in the world
Well,
be saving human lives.
Nurses are considered first responders, and that's a tier people don't think about. EMS, nurses, all that. it's incredible because where would we be without them? I mean,
Exactly.
we can bring people in and we can do that, but you got to have somebody to help them.
Exactly. Well, it's great to have them in the parade. Right behind them, Little Miami High School Marching Band under the direction of Director Tabitha Smith, Assistant Director Molly McCoy, 86 members. They're a dance band, so they are going to dance and perform.
Love that. Multi-talented.
And they
they're
will
always
also
something.
be in the Findlay Market Opening Day Parade. Let's take a listen. The Little Miami High School Marching Band. Get to enjoy some of their music. And we will be back with more with the 58th edition of the Cincinnati St. Patrick's Day Parade right after this. Welcome back to the 58th edition of the Cincinnati St. Patrick's Day Parade here at the Banks, presented by Guinness. I'm with Elise, Jesse, Claire, and I am Betsy Ross, and we are here looking at a few more of the entries here at the parade. We have Cincinnati Building and Construction Trades Council, and Claire, you mentioned earlier that is such an important job that when the Irish came here in that area, they served so much in those kind of trades.
They did. They worked on the subway system, just anything, digging, cleaning, you name it. They were key in developing all that. Bridges, I think they were helping with some of the bridges. There were a lot of Cincinnatians who came, well, now Cincinnatians, I should say, Irish emigrated just before the Civil War, too. And they were quick to join up and join into the Union Army as Cincinnatians, not as Irishmen, but to support their new country. And I'm sure they came from the trades with their skills.
And it's
Important
nice to
skills,
see
isn't
that,
it?
yes, absolutely important skills. And it's nice to see those families still be part of our parade and all the activities going on here.
And look how many families, Betsy, there are associated with this too. I mean, it's a sea of families in this category.
And they never run out of candy. You know,
No. Never.
I bought like 250 beads, and I think I'm out of beads, but they never run out of candy. I don't know how that happens. But behind them, Iron Workers Local 44, again, kind of continuing with that theme, and so
Yes.
many that were involved in the trades and working in so much of the infrastructure here in our area.
Well, and thank goodness they're here, because
Yes.
we'll be needing them with the new bridge.
Yes.
Their skills are going to be very much needed. I'm excited to have these folks here, right here, and learning this trade.
Oh, absolutely. You can see some of the kids still cleaning up. See, now that's smart. You bring your own bag.
Yes.
And then you can get like really all the candy that you want. You're
yeah.
set for the day.
I mean, one kid I saw who's now in the crowd with his parents, the bag was half his size. I mean, it's the biggest bag. It's bigger than a Halloween bag.
Do you think you can recycle this candy at Halloween? Is anybody going to notice? Just curious.
Will they, though? I mean, maybe there's a certain age that you have to cut that off. But
Just
they would.
curious.
That's a
Local
good
dentists
point.
out there want to do a collection? I don't know.
Yeah, right. That's a good point. After the Iron Workers, we have Syrian Shrine. Of course, we know about the Shriners. They have 22 hospitals across the United States, and the new Ohio hospital geared toward burns. Shrine hospitals treat not only burns and orthopedics, they also treat facial cases, and you know that the Shrine and the Shriners have been so important
Yes.
for the history of this area. The Shriners
Yes.
Hospital, we all heard about that.
Yeah.
And the Shriners are here, part of our parade again as well. So it's good to have them here. Now, see,
Oh my gosh!
that's the way to do it. Hey, thank you. Yeah, we want to get in on this.
Wait, are we getting candy now?
Yeah, we're getting candy.
Hold on.
Wow.
I need to get some too. He's throwing all the way back.
Careful, the Shriners
Got
are
an
going to come
arm
up.
on him.
Oh, that's impressive.
The Shriners were going to
I
come
have to
up.
tell you something. We were talking earlier about throwing things, and you're not so. No,
Yes.
Claire, we're not supposed to do that.
No, we're not supposed to.
We're not supposed to do that. But I was involved in a homecoming parade, not here in this city, but somewhere else. They were throwing apples.
Oh, my.
I mean, like winding up like Bob Gibson throwing apples into the crowd.
How did that work out?
Oh, well, I did a lot of ducking. I do remember that because some of them whizzed right by us when we were up there, and I go, yeah, no, that's not good. I appreciate the fact that it's better for your teeth.
Yes.
Yes,
But
yes.
and,
good for
in
your head.
case,
Not good for
yeah,
your
not-
eye,
yeah, not
your
good
nose.
For, yeah, not good when one lands on your nose. So.
My goodness.
So, as I mentioned, Claire, this is always the Saturday before.
Correct. Unless that
Unl-
Saturday is St. Patrick's Day.
That's true. So it is. You know, we've got 3 or 4 more days of this celebration.
yeah,
So yeah,
we do.
you're just getting warmed up. Hey, speaking of just getting warmed up, Ken Baker is with us too. Ken.
Hey, Betsy, I found these guys riding these cool bikes. Okay, sir, what's your name and what are you guys doing?
My name's Larry York. We are the Cincy Drifters. These drift bikes, you'll see the plastic on the rear wheel. They'll just spin around, slide all around.
They're also, hold on, show how many of these things there are. Like, do you guys get together and ride on the weekend, or how's it work?
We have practice from time to time when we're going to be in competition on different stunts that we're going to pull.
Yeah.
But no, mainly just riding the parades. The kids really like them when you're spinning around and stuff.
Well, I wish I could get in on it. Like, seriously, this is awesome. Guys, I can't wait for you to see it. It's fantastic. You'll see it in about, 2 seconds. Back to you.
Yep, they are just coming up that we can see it, and that's kind of part of what the Shriners do. They have bikes or they have little cars or something like that, and we've always seen them in the parades.
I think this is a Kicking It with Ken segment right here. I think somebody from the Shriners needs to get a hold of you guys and say, let's get Ken in one of these.
I bet he'd love that. He would
Oh,
totally.
he would.
be
He
down for that.
would. He would. Well, what? Do they still do the circus? Do they still bring the circus through town?
Oh my
Because
gosh,
That is a good question.
That's a huge memory of mine. My father was a Shriner, and we used to go every year to the circus, and that was a wonderful, fond memory of mine. Not just because I got a fez and all the cotton candy I could eat,
Whoa.
but big time. But, it's just such a neat thing. But I think, if you can't get him on a drifter, let's get him on an elephant.
There you go. I would pay to see that. to be
Me
honest
too.
with you, I would.
Well, that was always kind of a rite of passage, when the circus did come to town, when Ringling Brothers was here, and they would walk the elephants into town, and that was kind of one of these things that if you were an anchor, there was a really good chance that you would be assigned that. Did you ever ride the elephant into town?
I never had to do that, Betsy. No, I was not afforded that opportunity. But if it was brought to my attention, I would definitely jump on that.
I think that'd be kind of cool. I never
Yes,
got to
I
do
love
it
it.
either, but yeah.
Would you do it if it was?
I think
presented to
so.
you? Yeah,
I think
I
so.
You'd be good at it.
I would just be, a little wary about the whole heights thing, and
But
that-
they're broad. They're not just tall, they're broad.
That's
so
that's true.
You're not going to fall off. There's a lot of room up there.
So we went from Shriners bikes to elephants. that was a quick turnaround. As you can see, the Shriners are still coming behind us here. Those are cool bikes. I bet you that Ken would do that. I think you're right.
Those are so cool.
I know.
They always reminded me of the old big wheels.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, they look like
Absolutely.
so much fun.
Don't they?
Absolutely.
I would
So-
ride one of those immediately.
It doesn't have an engine on it, but the IKEA carts do that. They drift.
See?
Just saying. Little insight into my personal hobbies of when I shop.
I truly love it. I love it.
Have you tried that at the grocery store, though?
Oh, it doesn't work. I always get the rattling cart, so yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're circling.
I know.
Look like they're having so much fun. I mean, they seem like they are tapping into their childhood tendencies a little bit. Like they are just having a blast, and
Definitely.
you can see it right
Definitely.
on their faces.
And I have a feeling that it's probably more difficult
Oh,
than it looks.
Oh,
I would
100%.
assume so.
I agree with you.
Definitely.
Well, you can also see on their faces that they're concentrating on what they're doing, making sure
Oh,
that
yes.
you kind of have to when you have a bunch of children here on the fence.
Just a neat thing.
And again, just to give you a little perspective, we are right here at the corner of Joe Nuxall and Freedom Way. So there's like a large intersection here where you can do things like that, but it's also a place where we have a big crowd. We have a really nice, large crowd here at this corner. So there are a lot of people here, and the bands are stopping to perform. And as we said, the bikers are here performing as well, showing off. So, but it's just a nice area that we've got a lot of people watching here. And I have been so impressed, Elise, with this crowd because, let's face it, when we started, it was a little chilly.
Yeah, it was. It was chilly, but you know what? That's Cincinnati for you. I mean, Cincinnati
It
comes
is.
out for a blizzard football game. Cincinnati will
Yes.
come out. It doesn't matter if it is pouring rain on opening day. Cincinnati will still come out because that's what they do. They show up. They have a good time. They feed off the energy off of each other, and you can see on everyone's faces right now how much fun everyone is having down here.
Oh, our Midwest is hanging out right now. It's definitely.
It totally is.
Everybody's smiling. There's nobody acting up. There's no silliness. It's people who are just happy to see and be here and enjoy company.
And we get to do it all over again here in a little less than 2 weeks now for opening day, as you mentioned. So,
Yes, absolutely. It's going to be packed again.
and I would
Although in red.
yes, in red instead of green that day. But you know what? I would not be disappointed if opening day were like this. This is not bad weather.
Oh,
No.
Not for a baseball game. You're sitting outside, you enjoy the weather, grab a hot dog.
In the
grab a
sun.
yes.
I
Oh
mean,
my
so
gosh.
nice.
It's perfect weather for a baseball
I
game.
know, and I've been to enough opening days that I have sat through 3 snow delays. Not rain, but 3 snow delays.
Oh,
and,
wow.
And I think after the 3rd snow delay, I said, you know what, I'm good.
I haven't sat through snow delays, but the rain delays that come in April, Oh my gosh.
I know.
I mean, we would sit for hours and hours, and sometimes it would be 6 hours before they start the game.
I know.
Like, okay, baseball's coming. Thank goodness.
And that will be, again, we will be back here at the Banks for that party.
Yep.
And that'll be here in a couple of weeks. So we are excited about baseball season and everything that's going to happen. And we have Clan Hillbilly
This is
Gal.
still part of the Shriner.
Yes.
I think this are the clowns, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
the clowns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
The
they have
clowns
come
come
through as
through.
well. So
Now, wouldn't you love that camper?
Oh my gosh. You wouldn't get any eyes on you. Zero
No.
attention from driving something like that.
That's a tailgate queen right there.
Absolutely.
behind them, the CCPA Human Radio Marching Band, dedicated to expanding the use of music and arts as effective education tools to increase student motivation, foster community problem solving, and enhance readiness for careers. Big Bang Lions Marching Band, part of the Cincinnati Music and Arts program. Let's take a listen.
I love it. They've got the crowd dancing now. Betsy and Claire. I mean, they have us dancing.
I know.
Can't help it. It's hard not to dance when you hear music like this. You can see everyone's heads start to bob, enjoying themselves.
Great job. Cincinnati College
Wonderful.
Prep Academy Human Radio Marching Band. Yep. Behind them, Teamsters Local 100, founded in 1913. They have been part of so many industries in Cincinnati for the last 118 years. And right behind them, really a fixture in this city, not just during football season, but really all year round. And Claire, oh my gosh, and look out! Speaking of
Was that a
ducking,
Rice Krispie treat?
speaking of ducking, we had to duck there for a second. Claire and Elise, I know that you have heard of him, Bengal Jim. He is such a fixture in town, especially during football season. Let's go to Ken and Bengal Jim.
Yes, I got Bengal Jim here. Bengal Jim.
What's up?
Your first parade, right?
First St. Patrick's Day parade. What a beautiful day. Tons of folks out down here, man.
Okay, what's coming up for the football season? You throw the biggest parties ever.
Man, we're going to have a lot of fun down at Tailgate Lot E down here next to Spale Park. We're in planning session right now, but we got some big things going to happen this year for sure.
Both of us are raising money for the Family Nurturing Center. I think you're kicking my butt right now, right?
You got time to catch up. I think I'm at like 4,600, but you can make it happen.
I got a big push with La Rosa coming this week. How glad are you to be a part of that thing and all that stuff?
It's so exciting to be able to help out different foundations in the city. I love it. Use this platform to help others. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Sure. All right, I'll let you make the start. All right, guys, Bengal Jim. I mean, the best ever, right?
Oh, it's great to see you. Hey, Jim, how are ya?
Oh my gosh, he's so fun. He adds so much to the football scene
He
here in
does.
Cincinnati too. I mean, the fandom that he brings
next
so many
level.
people together. I know.
He's next level.
I adore him.
And
brought so
you know,
many
you
out.
probably see his, every year he has that big tailgate, but it's always for charity. They pick a different
Yes.
charity.
Yes.
They raise money for charity. In 2021, he was the Bengals nominee for NFL Fan of the Year. Should have won.
Yeah.
My
I agree.
opinion.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're not
Clearly
biased
see
or
why.
anything.
No, not at all. But yeah, Bengal Jim is just so much fun to have in the parade, and of course being part of the season as well as we go through the season. Florence Yalls are coming up. Florence Yalls, perfect name for those of you who may not remember. The water tower used to say Florence Mall. They said you can't have it say Florence Mall, so you repainted it so it said Florence Y'alls.
Y'alls,
So
yes.
let's name the baseball team the Florence Y'alls.
And they brought Y'all-Star. Y'all-Star, the water tower mascot.
Absolutely. Their home opener coming up on May 12th, and they will be the host for the Y'all-Star game coming up in mid-July.
Always fun.
And right behind them, we are celebrating Leprechaun 2026. This is St. Patrick's Day block party, and that will be coming up here just as soon as we wrap up. If you are familiar with SantaCon, it's Leprechaun. So the party will continue as we wrap up. And speaking of wrapping up, we are wrapping up this parade. How fun was this, Elise?
This was such a blast. I mean, could I do this every year? This was so fun.
It's
my
always
God.
fun.
Seeing the energy, the people walking around, everyone having a good time. I'm having
Yes.
a good time with you two.
It was
this
great.
has been fantastic.
Highlight of my moment here. Highlight of my day.
Yes, mine
But
too.
we're just beginning. From here you go on. You go on to the banks. You go to the different establishments. You go all over. Each of these organizations, the dancers, whatnot, they're going on to something else. And they're sharing and bringing that joy to other people. So there's so much going on today in Cincinnati. It's fantastic.
And I think that's what makes it special. And yes, it's not just today, but it goes
Correct.
on because St. Patrick's Day is next week. And then,
Yes.
hey, we've got baseball coming up. We've got the NCAA tournament. It is an exciting time.
Oh,
that's
it
for
is.
sure.
It is.
So,
Very much.
Elise, Jesse, Claire, Oliver,
Oh.
thank you both for being here. It was so much fun to have you being part of this
Thank you.
parade. It was just a lot of fun. And thank you for watching. Again, this is the 58th edition of the Cincinnati St. Patrick's Day Parade here at the Banks, presented by Guinness. Thanks so much for being with us, and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.